Hey everybody, I'm Joseph Sinante, owner and head trainer at Advanced Canine Systems. I want to start off by thanking you for letting us be a part of your dog's training. We realize how important your pets are to you and your family, and we're absolutely thrilled that you chose ACS to help guide you along this journey. In this video, we'll be covering the 3 prerequisites needed in order to start your dog's education at Advanced Canine Systems. These 3 points are also covered in the introduction binders that you received during your evaluation lesson. Since the foundation of our program is rooted in positive reinforcement, our first priority will be to achieve appropriate levels of motivation for rewards in order to maximize your dog's interest and learning ability. In this first section of the video, we'll be demonstrating some dogs that are not yet sufficiently motivated for rewards. Followed by a group of dogs that are appropriately motivated to start the learning process. Remember, before moving on to teaching any behaviors, we want to achieve high levels of motivation, not only in familiar and comfortable settings such as your home, but in different and unfamiliar settings as well. We recommend that once your dog is sufficiently motivated in comfortable and familiar settings like your home, move on to working with them outside of your home until you achieve those same high levels of motivation. Once your dog is motivated outside, start to work with them in new places such as the local park, shopping centers, and so on. If you notice that their motivation drops during any of these environmental changes, only work with them for their food in those specific types of environments until appropriate levels of motivation are achieved. Once your dog is sufficiently motivated to work enthusiastically for their food, we can start using their food as incentive for learning new behaviors. The first behavior we will start to teach is place. We'll start by luring our dogs onto the place bed, rewarding them with their food, and then inviting them off with a release word. At ACS, we use the word free along with a shoulder touch in order to invite them off of place. Keep in mind, the initial phase of this exercise is not about building duration. We just want to lure them onto place, reward them, and then free them back off. The second step of this exercise is getting your dog to turn around on place. Once your dog loves getting onto place, you'll start to turn them around on the place bed so that they're facing you, then reward them, and then invite them back off with your free and touch release. Once the first 2 steps have been mastered, we'll start to build some duration on place. This is also where we will introduce the word good as our duration marker. You'll lure your dog onto place, turn them around so that they're facing you, say the word good, and then deliver food directly to them. You can mark and feed multiple times, extending the amount of time that your dog's on place. Then release them back off with free and your touch release. Good. Good. In the final section of this video, we will demonstrate some crate games that you can play with your dogs. Just as in the initial phases of teaching place, we're not working on duration just yet. We simply want to show our dogs that going into their crates is fun and exciting. We start this process by throwing food into their crate. Once they've gone in and consumed that food, we say free in order to invite them back out. Free. Finally, we'll start to build some duration in the crate. This can be done in a number of different ways. First, we will start by throwing food in the back of the crate. Once your dog has eaten that food, drop a little bit more in the front of the crate. You can continue to drop food in the front of the crate as they're finishing what you dropped previously, slowly extending the amount of time that your dog is in the crate. Another way to build duration in the crate is to lure your dog in. Once they've entered and turned around, feed them the food that's in your hand, then immediately reload that hand and feed them again. This is also a great place to insert your good marker like you did on the place bed. Once you've built some solid duration in the crate, start to close the door and reopen it and offer them another reward. This is a great time to start teaching your dog to not rush out of the crate when the door's being opened. If you create the expectation that the door opening leads to a reward inside of the crate, you'll be teaching your dog to control their impulses and not run out as soon as the door opens. The goal of these games is to show your dog that they are in complete control of the outcome. Since we are only rewarding them inside of the crate, they'll quickly learn that being inside of the crate is the most advantageous place for them to be in order to earn a reward. Be sure to keep all of your training sessions short and fun so that your dogs enjoy the learning process as much as possible. Now get to work.